Hey, what's going on, you all? I was just kicking it on the edge of the stairs right now. Just finished filming another video for my other channel, the Patrick Daniels channel. It's devoted to my bass guitar playing, my musicianship, and I do a lot of excuse me, my nose is itching. I was outside a bit earlier, but I was doing a different channel, on just life stuff, vlogging on life and bass guitar and different things like that. Um, feel free to check that out if you want. But and other things, pretty much I was just noticing the pluses, for uh you know brush training, training your beard to flow in a certain type of pattern or such. I I started to brush my beard, going in just everything going real down and just trying to get everything flowing downward and stuff like that. So it's not so much like, going out like some type of landing pad where you can like fly in the beard, just stand on here and sit on the edge. I don't want to do that kind of a thing, and that's what a lot of people do too. I noticed obviously like brush this part of your neck, the base of the beard, but for me, I think that the style might look great, all that kind of stuff. But for me, I think that it just kind of is for the purpose of like showing off your length and stuff like that. And I feel like to me, your beard just looks better when it's brushed downward. I like that. That looks cool to me. The way your beard flows when it's going downward is just it's really it looks natural. To pick it outward and stuff, it makes the face. It takes away from the profile of the face and the jaw and how everything flows and stuff. It doesn't really work particularly well, in my opinion, to the overall design of the physique of the face and stuff like that. The face, most particular faces are an egg shape, meaning that they're with the narrowing going down over the chin and stuff like that. And when you pick your beard outward, it makes the head look like an oval, which is, it'll happen in time. It'll happen in time with, as the upper portions of the beard, near the cheek and the jaw and stuff right here, when the hairs here start to get longer and they start to flow, then obviously the mass will widen itself or build some sort of height as training it downward. It'll naturally gain mass. But to pick it, comb it, brush it outward in order to show the full mass while you're still growing it, I don't find it very effective to the longevity of beard growth. It's cool, for me, I think that it's much more rewarding to engage in the training process and train it, to go the direction that you would like for it to go or grow, day by day as it's at whatever length it is in, so that you don't have to kind of try to force the training in, some whimsical day when you just feel like all of a sudden that you kind of finally got it, you finally get it, which is why I find it very important to get a beard mentor, get someone who's got a larger beard than yours, and you don't have to necessarily talk to them a million times a week and gain all sorts of tips and stuff like that, or follow them or try to copy your beard after theirs or anything like that. But there's just people out there that know more than what you do, and it's always really cool, I find, to see what other people's beard experiences are, how they take care of things. You got a lot of people that, try a lot of products. They make their own product. You got some people that just stick to one or two things. And all of those things they're really cool. For me, I started off with a bunch of products and really getting into a bunch of different products, and it's a cool journey, because the learning process is fun. It's fun to learn what different things you can do, what different things you can use, and what these different products will pertain to as far as the overall objective that you're going for within your beard. What is the functionality behind your beard? Do you care if it's kind of tough to eat with and not mind having the hair come down over the lip? Do you need that opening there? Do you not? Just certain things, and I find it really fun to, you can study from different beardsmen and beardsmen and really find out, what were their lifelike experiences with their beard, now that it is long and stuff like that, and what kind of things. And people are sharing this type of information all across YouTube. Um, I'm quite enamored and humored by Spanish Beards channel. If I wanna crack up and get a lot of humor, behind the beard, I go and listen to Spanish Beard. If I wanna go and get a bit of motivational, inspirational, daily life practices and philosophy, and maybe gain some cool tips as well as some great grooming strategies, I check out Gray Bailey. You know what I mean? If I want to just get like some super cool, honest, truthful tips from, more of a musicianal, artistic standpoint, I go check out Randall Haskins, because he's a guitarist, skateboards, I believe. And then he's got experience in having grown a really awesome, tremendous beard. All these guys are really, really cool. You can reach out to them. It's just an amazing network, you know what I mean? And it's just tons of avenues and places where you can just check out things. You can check out Facebook groups and tons of pictures and stuff there. Just amazing things. But I mean, I'm getting on my wonderful tangent and rant as we all do. All of us beardsmen do it on our YouTube channels and so on and so forth. But back to the point is just the training process, not avoiding the training process in order to gain the illusion of length quickly. Sure, we all want to show off our beards as they, when they're long, and make them look as long as we possibly can, and all these different sorts of things. But the fullness is what you really want. You want a full looking beard where it's, full in as many places as it can be. And I think that, the reason why men grow beards in the first place is because they know it's going to be something truly amazing, truly cool, truly something that defines them and actually becomes a part, if not exactly who they are. It also is something that we know is going to be quite amazing, granted and given that we understand that it's going to take time, my friends. So it's definitely not a fly by night kind of a thing. It's fun to see all the different steps and all the different fun transitions change and move and grow, and as much as you learn with your beard, and the length grows, and all these different things facilitate into your conscience as you're walking through the processes and steps of realizing that it's amazingly cool for me to enjoy the internal, external process of allowing myself to blossom into what some men are enabled to look like and to grow like. Those things make it all the sort better, all the more enjoyable, and all the best, and all the more wow for us to be able to look forward to. I think that's the way all of us feel. That's why guys even walk down the street and they say, "Hey, man, nice beard, brother. Your beard's on point, man. Your beard is looking tight, looking cool, man. Respect, all these sorts of different things." And so as I greet you guys and hope you guys enjoy the brushing and the training of the patience of the beard, just want to say peace, my brothers. You can find me on Instagram at Pat Greg Funk Bass. I'm a bass player as well, so that's PATGREG Funk FUNK Bass BASS. Pat Greg Funk Bass on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook at Patrick Daniels. You can also find me on Twitter at Aeronautics. That's my brand, Aeronautics, AIRONAUTIKZ, Aeronautics on Twitter, as well as on my Tumblr at patrickgdaniels.tumblr.com. That's patrickgdaniels.tumblr.com. And I just want to thank you guys for hanging around with me, listening, talking, chilling a bit. Subscribe down below. I'm pretty much a big spear of the moment poster. I post videos sometimes 3 to 5 times a day, sometimes 3 to 5 times a week. But you always get something from me, because this is a constant lifestyle. I'm constantly thinking about, constantly thinking about what I'm eating, what am I putting into my eating habits, my health habits, how am I staying active so that my limbic system keeps on moving, because the only way that the lymphatic system moves is through movement. It's not one of those things that's, gears off by, what you eat or anything like that. It's based off of movement. So I really like to get into exercising, stay in the exercise, and I stay trying to, continue to move my body and in order to facilitate a really healthy beard, you got to facilitate a healthy lifestyle. No stress, as much eustress and not negative stress as possible. Mental health. That's what kind of the YouTube thing helps. And writing and creating artwork does. Because you don't want to get backed up with ideas and content that you should be sharing in order to enable the world to be a better place, or more information, or just whatever the case may be. But guys, feel free to subscribe below. Like and comment. Leave me any comments or any questions if you might have anything of that sort. I would love to hear from you guys. Take care. Peace.